Welcome, retail traders, to the highly anticipated YouTube exclusive news broadcast. We are thrilled to have you tuning in with us to episode number 1. We're live here from New York City, and it was another busy day on Wall Street with many major headlines moving the market. The hot word on the street is transitory, a word once reserved for celebrities changing their race or gender. The term has now become mainstream as a result of Jerome Powell's classification of inflation. With inflation consistently averaging over 4% and many major companies such as Heinz, Pepsi, and Levi's indicating that consumers must get used to higher prices, many traders are now beginning to wonder if printing $4 trillion in the space of 12 months might actually have some consequences. As a result, many traders are now beginning to adjust their portfolios accordingly. One of the most reliable hedges against persistently high inflation are commodities. And we're not talking about gold. We're actually talking about uranium. Uranium is a grayish silver metal that most people associate with weapons of mass destruction. Contrary to popular belief, uranium does in fact have other applications than nuking countries. It has actually been adopted by a number of nations over the years to produce electricity using a process called nuclear fission. Countries like Japan and the Soviet Union have also discovered that uranium has the ability to cause uncontrolled nuclear meltdowns. Despite these properties, the demand for uranium is heating up and investors are taking note across the board. Earlier in the year, uranium was trading as low as $29 US per pound, before rapidly rising to over $50 US. For those of you who can't do math, that's nearly a double. Uranium is currently sitting off its year-to-date highs, but with inflationary pressures as high as ever, many people are wondering how they can get in on the dip and make some fast money, although they're generally slow people. In order to develop the best possible play on uranium, one of the largest producers of uranium is actually in a country filled with friendly people who live in igloos, are known for their maple syrup, and have a police force who comes to work in Halloween costumes. Who wrote this script? Why do I have to scroll like 2 pages to get to the next one? If you didn't already know, I'm talking about Canada. And they mined nearly 4,000 tons of uranium in 2020 alone. The largest publicly traded company is called Cameco, which is headquartered in Canada and trades on both the TSX under their ticker name CCO and on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker CCJ. Cameco was founded in 1988 and has over 3,300 employees worldwide. In 2015, they accounted for 18% of total uranium production. Cameco owns a controlling stake in the Cigar Lake uranium mining project, located in northern what is this word? Saskatchewan. This is a real place? Am I saying that correctly? Okay. So anyway, apparently there's a province in Canada called Saskatchewan, and that's where this mine is located. I've never heard of it, but apparently it exists. The Cigar Lake mine is in northern Canada in the Athabasca Basin. It's a high-grade uranium mine that opened in 2014. Mining activity mainly takes place on the deposit that is 450 meters underground. And in 2020, the Cigar Lake mine had proven probable reserves of 165.5 million pounds of raw uranium at an average grade of 15.92%. That's a lot of uranium. Despite these highly desirable characteristics, the mine does have its drawback. Believe it or not, one of the biggest risks to mining operations is wolf attack. In 2016, a shift worker was walking between buildings at the Cigar Lake mining project on his midnight break and was attacked and mauled by a timber wolf. A nearby security guard frightened the wolf away. He also administered first aid, but unfortunately the worker had to be airlifted to a nearby village where he recovered from his injuries. After the attack, the authorities ordered nearby wolves in the area to be called, and they made sure the company clamped down on food disposal systems and ensured all fencing was inspected. The staff also had to be educated on the dangers of wolves attacking them. This is true. This is a real story. Joining us now is our field correspondent, Randy Callahan, who is reporting live from northern Saskatchewan. I don't know how we got there, but I heard it was a long journey. Hello, Randy. Yeah, Randy, are you with us? Hello,
yeah,
can you
Brian,
hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Tell us, Randy. Our viewers are dying to know. What due diligence have you been able to dig up at the mine for our retail traders watching right now?
I mean, not a lot. It's cold as up here. It's windy as I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's like I'm in Antarctica.
So, hang on. You're in Saskatchewan, right? Did you make it there okay?
Yes. Yeah, it's terrible up here. There's nothing.
It's funny. I didn't know anyone lived up there. Have you seen any townsfolk?
I tried to get dope off this guy named Larry. He used to work at Cigar Lake Mine.
He worked there? That's fantastic due diligence. What did he say?
He said the wolves are like crazy right now. It's insane. Like last night, I went to Walmart. There were 2 wolves behind Walmart.
So, this sounds like that there's going to be a lot of wolves this year. Are they worried at all that there's going to be an increase in wolf attacks that has happened previously and hindered mining ability?
It's funny you say that because they've beefed up security. They've done such a good job with security. There haven't been wolf attacks in like a week.
So what have they done there? Are they doing things with like fencing or food caching? Like, what are they doing?
I have no clue. I haven't even seen the mine. I don't even know where I am right now.
Well, this is excellent due diligence. Do you think there's any chance you're going to be able to make it to the mine to get some on-site due diligence?
I don't think so. I have no clue where the mine is. I honestly don't know where I am right now.
So what you're telling me is you're in the middle of nowhere and there's like 4 people in this town who live there.
Yeah, pretty much, Brian. I've heard that they do a good job running the place. I've heard management is good, but I can't verify that until I get there myself.
Well, to me, this sounds pretty bullish, but where are you expecting this stock to trade over the next 6 months?
I got no idea. This could go up, this could go down, this could go sideways for all I know.
Okay, well, I'm sure our viewers will find this very, very useful. That is absolutely fantastic due diligence you've done. Keep up the good work and keep trying your best out there. How's Alex holding up? Because I know it's his first day on the job. He's your intern cameraman, is he not?
Alex is a idiot. Alex. He set up the camera. He's out looking for smokes or something. I don't even know what Alex is doing right now. I don't even have someone behind the camera. I don't even know if you can see me right now, Brian. This is insane.
Okay, well, we can see you and let's cut it off there and we will get our production team to see if they can track down Alex and tell him to do a better job because they got to work hard on these internships. Otherwise, things just don't go well later in your career. All right, Randy, thanks so much. This is absolutely fantastic. This is exactly what retail is looking for before they make investment decisions. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for sending me here too, eh?
Yeah, no, we'll hope we send you somewhere a little nicer next time. Sorry about that. But to be honest, I didn't even know Saskatchewan was a real place, or however they said. I mean, I had no idea where you were going. I thought it was somewhere in Mississippi, to be honest.
I didn't know where it was either. This place is ridiculous. I had to buy this coat here. It's freezing.
Yeah, no, it looks cold. All right, Randy, best of luck. Good luck to you.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, bye-bye. Before we move on to our next story, let's talk about the bullish and the bearish case of Cameco. Let's start with the bullish case. Number 1, the uranium price is high. It's in a dip, but you can buy that dip and maybe it'll go back. This should give Cameco higher margins on each pound of uranium they sell at the market rate. Number 2, Cameco is a large pure play on uranium. Unlike other miners that are heavily diversified, Cameco only mines uranium. So if you want to play uranium, it's a pure play. Number 3, commodities such as uranium perform well in a high inflation environment. Currently, the environment is supposed to be transitory, but I think the working definition of transitory is the opposite, meaning not transitory. So a lot of inflation. Now let's look at the bear case. Larry, who Randy talked to, some guy at the mine, said that wolf populations might be higher than normal because the wolves have been having a lot of sex. Number 2, the mine appears remote. Being in such a remote area in the Athabasca Basin, this could be a competitive advantage because it's unlikely competitors will be able to prospect for other uranium nodes. So what does this all mean? Where's the stock going? I have to admit, after everything we've heard, which was very useful information by the way, I think the stock may trade up, down, might even trade sideways. Who knows? Anyway, we got to send Randy somewhere else. He's finished in wherever the hell he is. And You have got to tell him what to do due diligence on next. So tell us in the comments about your play, what you want that insider edge on, and we will send our team of reporters on location and tell you what you need to know to make the best decision possible.
This has been Retail News Network. Subscribe for weekly content, you filthy apes.